Top of the morning, my Cadillacers. Top of the morning, kinfolk. It's the Cadillac Top Morning Show. I am your host, Macaroni. Big Tony Jones in the building. Salute to everybody watching this morning. Wherever you are in the world, I send you nothing but love, blessings, prayer. I hope your family's good, your health is straight, and your finance even better. You know what I'm talking about? And if it's your first time checking in with us good folks, let me know what country, what state, what province, what street corner, what penthouse in the sky you checking in from, because we worldwide, and it's nothing but love, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Well, Drake done did it. God damn. All right. Nigga dropped 3 albums in a day. Hey, good work. You know what I mean? Hey, if you drop 3 albums, I think you're going with quantity over quality. We're going to break it down. All right? And a lot of motherfuckers in the game ain't happy. Rick Ross has some shit to say now. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to get into Rick Ross's response. And then we're going to get into a Chick Smooth live. You know what I'm saying? With some Drake stands. And what they had to say about the album. Now, personally, I personally did not listen to the album. Nor do I plan on listening to the album. I don't want to listen to nothing that has to do with you taking shots at anybody. When in 2024, when the shit went down, you threw in the red flag, the white towel. You threw it in. You said, I'm done. But you're still in it. So to me, it just seemed like the brother, he's still in his feelings. He still has a victim mentality. And you're still suing. You're still in the middle of a lawsuit. If that is not the most hypocritical thing somebody could do, you don't want nobody talking about you and saying X, Y, and D, and but yet you gonna be taking shots at people. You started the beef. So I don't understand why you can't even let it go. You lost a rap battle, But to go ahead and sue, then turn around and make the same kind of records, I don't know, man. To me, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it at all. But enough of me chatting y'all ears. You know what I'm saying? I know we got Fleetwood Stories. We're digging into Big L. We're going to New York City. We're deep diving into Big L. Got out a couple things to get into, but we're going to get into that as we rock it and roll this morning. The poll, what we got on the poll here? It looks like it's at 50% right now. Hold We got in the poll. 50% of the poll says you went too far, and the other 50% says it's not going to end too well. I agree with both of them. I ain't going to lie. I agree with both of them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know which way you put it. It ain't going to end too well. And my nigga, you should relax. You're went a little bit too far. Now, why are you doing this now? Without further ado, without chatting y'all ears off this morning, on a Saturday morning, salute to everybody that tunes in. Let's get down to the smoke.
Out last night, and Ricky Rose saw it was nothing but a light jab to him. He's officially back to trolling Drake. Rick Ross went on Instagram to read some hate comments about Drake's album and also let him know that he's officially washed.
Bars. Damn. Niggas say 3 albums are trash albums, 2 years too late. What site is this? Complex? The Glazer University. Oh my God. I've been a long fan. Oh my.
Top of the morning. Good morning, Lady T. Good morning, Lady T. And salute to everybody in Ontario this morning. Salute to everybody in Ontario and shout out to you for tapping in this morning on a Saturday morning. I'm talking about what we saying. Drake needs to stop going after people. Did he not learn don't start no shit, won't be no shit? He started it. The niggas finished it, and you still want more problems? I don't understand, man. I don't get it. He's always loses the battle when he disses. Yeah, listen, bro. This rap battling dissing thing is not your lane, bro. And at this point, I think he is so concerned with trying to prove his male bravado, like I didn't lose, or he's trying to get some kind of get back, instead of focusing on making good music. So I agree with that. You going out and dissing people is not necessarily your lane, bro. You're not gonna win. Now you dissing all kind of niggas. For what? This ain't gonna end too well. Nope. Hold on a second. What the hell's going on here, bro? 1 second. Let me get my monitor straight. All right, let's go. This will not end too well for the player partner, man.
Oh my God. Mr. YouTube. Fuck a big 3 anyway. There was too many chefs in the kitchen. Bars. Come on, guys. Stop. Y'all gotta, let's all leave little man's alone now, man. He did.
What? Fuck a big 3. There was too many chefs in the kitchen. This is what you're saying now? This is what you're saying now? This is what you're saying now? After all, listen, bro, I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Drake just sounds like a sore loser. He sounds like a man that just can't get over the loss, and this is going to make it worse. You can drop all the records you want and stream millions if you want, but the general synopsis of hip-hop ain't fucking with it, bro. 3 albums. Now, 1 song can we say is a hit. Now, 1 song can we say is a banger. Now, you drop 3 albums in 1 night? We gonna let the Drake stash, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
He dropped 3 mid projects. Hey, man, it was fun while it lasted. You're washed. R.I.P. to the Drake stands. Can only imagine what that feels like. Well, I really couldn't. But for those that didn't know, I was a big boy making big boy records when homie was on Degrassi. Now, back to the big business. My new book is in stores and everywhere books said. I want to thank everybody that's been showing love.
Ross also had some words for Rory and Mal.
It's a beautiful morning, perfect time to feed yourself the knowledge. The knowledge. What's that? Rory and Mal, get off your knees. Get the testicles out of your mouth now. I don't know which one, the white one or the black one. Y'all both the same. Rory.
Rory and Mal are not off limits, but them niggas is retarded. Y'all niggas gotta know, if you're a hip-hop enthusiast, you're lying to yourself if somehow you're telling me these albums are bangers or that he's doing the right thing by still engaging. Nigga, it's over. Kendrick took Not Like Us, toured the whole fucking planet. Well, you went to fucking, what do you call it, London and said UK rappers are the best rappers in the world. Only for UK to not give a fuck about you. So you can go wherever you want to go to colonize. Nigga went to Australia, didn't finish the tour. They still owe them niggas a couple dates. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, man, at this point, you did not play chess. You was playing checkers. While Kendrick was playing chess. You going out there and dissing everybody now? Hey, man, unless you're just trying to get out your record deal, this is not good.
All the Glazers. How y'all feel now? You know, Drake just committed suicide. I'm sure he'll retire next month. How is his lawsuit doing? How is the Drake University lawsuit coming? I don't know, guys. I didn't listen to YouTube, man, last night. I'm just going by what you guys say. But once again, we up again, baby. It's the biggest boss.
For this live stream, I purposely made...
Bruh, the man has got a serious point. How's the lawsuit going? How is the lawsuit going? That's all I want to know. You can't be talking all this shit, and then you got a lawsuit going on.
Sure that I listened to this album with Drake fans. I didn't want anybody accusing me of being biased, good or bad. I wanted to see the reaction of Drake fans listening to this album in real time. If you guys missed the live stream, here's some reactions about the album overall.
I'll go first. That shit was complete garbage. A party album, there was probably maybe 2 songs on there that I would say would probably be decent.
Yeah.
The whole album, it was not cohesive. Everything just fell apart. Like after the first fucking 4 songs. Yeah, dog. I gotta give this shit a 2 out of 10 for me, bro.
Right.
I think honestly Nevermind was better.
Nigga, 3 albums, 2 out of 10. Yo, man, what the fuck is going on, man? I don't mean to. I'm not. Listen. Drake had a good run. He should have hung it up in 2024, man. You're a talented brother. Go do other things. You know what I'm saying? You made enough money in the rap game. Go do other things. Unless you don't own none of your masters. That's a whole different story.
No, but rate this one.
Yeah.
Rate this one 2.
2 out of 10?
2 out of 10.
Go ahead, Black.
I give it a 3 out of 10 because I don't think he necessarily made this album for us, but I don't know who the fuck he made this album for. This sounds like a throwaway album. Like this album sounds like he was trying to experiment with a lot of different shit.
Nigga was experimenting with some bullshit. That's it?
That's it.
We done heard everything. All right, we need.
God damn, chat. Oh my gosh. Listen, man. Drake, I don't know what the fuck this was.
He dropped the ball, bro.
You definitely dropped the fucking ball. And shame on everybody that's been hyping up this goddamn album, bro. For the last 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, all you niggas, Gordo, Maul, who else? All you niggas hyped up this fucking album. The nigga Gordo tweeted something like it was going to revolutionize hip-hop.
Yo, ain't gonna revolutionize shit. You always say in the chat, bro. Yeah, when he lost the diss battle, he should go back to acting. That's where he started. Go back to acting. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of fucking studios right now that'll put you on. Give you a couple roles and shit. You know what I mean? It's still Drake. He doesn't want to let go of something that's already okay. He doesn't want to let go of he doesn't want to let go of something that already let him go. It's done. And we're all looking at him like, yo, bro, what's left to argue about? When you had the chance, you ran back in the corner and went to the court. There's no more real nigga after that. Real niggas don't sue niggas in a rap battle. Real niggas don't antagonize the motherfucker and then turn around and act like the victim. I ain't gonna lie. I know a lot of people like that, but they're not niggas. They're feminine people. Yeah, of the other sexes. Now you know where I'm going with that though. My nigga, you're acting like a woman. I ain't gonna lie, you act like a scorned woman. I don't understand it. This is not good, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. For the niggas in Toronto, man, this is not good. They're making us look like we fucking Karens. These niggas are all laughing at us, but they all got a goddamn point. Shit.
Brother, there wasn't one fucking hit song on this.
Not on all 3 albums, bro. All 3 albums, no hits, nothing.
Now,
Nothing.
that's not to say that there's a couple decent songs on this album, but overall, this is not what fans come to expect from Drake. You had a mix of like fucking rock to some soulless shit. Like, what are we doing here, man?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna listen to everything in my headphones.
I made sure that I brought Drake fans with me, chat. Chat. These are both Drake fans here. These guys. They're both Drake fans.
You did not. When you heard Not Like Us, you did not have to. Well, maybe let me go.
That's what I'm saying.
I heard no. When I first
You
heard
heard Not Like Us. You knew it was a hit. You knew it was.
Now I heard all that in my.
When niggas gotta say, man, let me go see if I listen to my earpiece, my headphones is gonna sound different. Nigga, you fucked up, man. And where is listen, bro, I'm gonna say this, bro. You're in the studio making the music. Which niggas around you was saying this shit is hot? Which niggas around you was saying, yo, that's the one, that's the one? They just don't want to tell you the truth. They don't. There's no way you drop 3 fucking albums and can't produce one banger. Not one song that sticks. Niggas talking about rock songs, solar this, and all kind of bullshit. I'm not listening to it. I'm not even gonna waste my ear capacity to listen to bullshit.
My headphones. So I don't know. I got here in my headphones to just really like focus on and see what and give a real review.
Throughout this whole album, there was not one record that made you get up out your fucking seat and dance and groove.
Not one.
I never hit a 2-step, chat. This is not what we come to expect from Drake. You know, I don't know who this album is for. I can't say that it's for Drake fans. I can't say that it's for casual hip hop fans. I'm not sure.
He gonna make himself like it.
Both all 3 albums was like all over the place.
Like, can you give us an example?
Man, before I move on with the next segment of the morning, man, I didn't really want to touch on it, but because it's such a big thing right now, I said I'm gonna put my 2 cents in there, bro. At some point, you gotta leave this shit alone, man. We 2 years into this shit, bro. Nobody cares about your opinion about what the fuck happened. Nobody cares that you're still pissed off. Nobody cares that you're hurt. How about you go take care of your children? And all the children that's hiding around corners and places like that, a legend. Huh? Why? Come on, bro. Be a man at some point. Nigga, you almost fucking 40 if you're not 40 already. Got Sexy Red on your album. For what? You know what I mean? Anytime you put quantity over quality, it's never a good thing. And you said Iceman from last year was going to be this colossal album. It's going to shake the game up. Then you dropped 2 more albums with the album. It sounded like to me, you were so nervous about this one album, you threw these 2 other albums just in case factor. Right now, that nigga's panicking. He doesn't know what to do. He just wants to be liked again. He wants to be hot again. The game have moved on, bro. Unless you could produce some real records. I have some ideas of what kind of record you should produce, but he's not mature enough to produce those records. You're still caught up in 2024. It's 2026. We don't care about your opinion. Leave LeBron James the fuck out of it. He's still talking about LeBron, talking about Jay-Z, talking about Dr. Dre, DJ Khaled, Rick Ross. You at this point, you might as well say fuck the whole rap industry. It's me against the rest of you fucking niggas. You went against J. Cole, Kendrick. If all them niggas decide to turn their artillery towards you, what are you gonna do when half the fucking rap game is at your throat? Then what are you gonna do then? This nigga just committed suicide, career suicide. You know what I'm saying? So wait, he came out with not one but 3 albums one time? Yes. And all 3 of them was terrible. It's the worst thing you could have did to yourself. Lazy was the worst thing you could have did to yourself. Instead of dropping the 1 album, and maybe making a 3 disc if you wanted to, you dropped 3 separate albums in the hope to do what? Only your local fans are gonna buy that shit. How many albums does you owe a record company? See, that needs to be told. I don't know. Far as we know, they own your fucking masters. And I got a good chunk of it. I think, if not all of it. So he's probably just trying to get off his record deal. The only thing I can think of, put out these garbage albums, get me off my deal, and then I'm going to go about my way and make better records. I don't know. But fine. If that's the case, fine. But for you to be sitting there taking shots at everybody, you just committed some real, it's going to get bad. It's not going to be pretty for you, bro. Because when them niggas come looking for you and the shots come firing back, listen, when the shots come firing back at you, what are you going to do? Go back to court?
You got a lot of them.
Now, moving on with the next segment. Yo, Jermaine Dupri, all right, has some interesting things to say about the Chris Cross deal. Got him into a little bit of trouble online. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of viral shockwave. Let's get down to it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, as far as, like, I'm 100% writer. Right. So, like, say, for instance, like, Chris Cross' first album, or Chris Cross all of the album, I wrote, with the first album, I wrote everything on the album and produced everything on the album. So, therefore, you know, that's 100%. I'm like, therefore, I get 100% of every piece of the pie that's coming when it's publishing, right? So that's what I'm saying. So soon as Chris Cross sold 2 million, it was $1 million at my door.
$1 million from the.
But they sold 2 million records in like 2 weeks.
From publishing, just from publishing, it was $1 million.
Yeah, it was $1 million already. Like because it's like they say it's in the pipe. They call it, like, you know what I mean? It's in the pipeline. So once you start selling records like that, the money, the people, everybody know the money is there. Right? So then people just start showing up like, yo, I'll give you, you know what I mean? If you, let's do 50% of your publishing, we'll give you $1 million advance, That's what advances start, because they can see the money. But that's what I'm saying. Like, and by the way, this is just what I'm saying. You make me want 100%. Nice and slow. 100%.
So, okay. I mean, everybody that you wrote for and produced for wasn't on your label, but the people that was on your label, if you own the label and you're getting the masters, and then you write the music and you get in the publishing, and then you produce the music, so you're getting all the money.
You don't get all the money. But
what else is there to get?
I mean, but by the way, you get a significant amount of money.
A large,
but the
lion's share.
You get a significant amount of money. You don't get all the money. But I'm saying at the same time, you know what's funny with me is that when I be hearing people talk about contracts and this, that, and the third, the contract states what you get. You know what I'm saying? The contract don't state you're going to get jerked. The contract states exactly what you get. That's why you're supposed to give your contract to somebody and let them look over it, and then you give that contract back to the person that you're talking to.
The contract doesn't state you're going to get jerked. Yo, it sounds like, you know what I mean? He's swindling them niggas. But you wrote the records. You produced the records. I mean, therefore, it's your records. Just because you performed it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, listen, he deserves to get the majority of the share in that scenario. Right? Now, if them niggas, I don't think they were signed to the record label at the time. They had their own deal. You might have your own deal, but if I write and produce the records, I'm going to get the biggest share of the publishing. That's 100%. We can't say anything about that. The niggas wasn't writing their songs. They definitely wasn't producing the shit. You know what I mean? He's got a point there. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? The man knew what he was doing, writing them contracts. Hey, I'll say it like this. This is why he already know what's going on. Especially niggas on his own label, he knew what's going on. If I sign you to my label, I'm producing your shit, I'm writing your shit, plus I'm the one that came up with the contract. 90% of the time, I'm taking a whole lot of your hard-earned work. But what work are you really doing besides performing? You know what I mean? So I get it. It's a hustler's move, but he's still doing a lot of work. He's still doing a lot of work. But goddamn, Chris Cross, shit. A lot of money to give up one time.
And it's supposed to say what you want from that person.
Well, what's your thoughts on that? Because I always feel like, for the most part, there's no such thing as a bad deal.
Rough House signs Chris Cross.
So now, after the backlash of what he done said, all right, here's some serious backlash, all right? Well, he said, sure, but to intentionally screw people over knowing that they're not going to take it to someone to read it, it's slimy work. Yeah. Because you know niggas coming off the streets, man, they just want to come up. They ain't going to be too smart to go get somebody to look it over. They might not even have the means. A lawyer that's going to look over the shit for free. They might not even have the means to do that. It's slimy work. I guess how entertainment works. You know what I'm saying? You get in the business, you're going to find out. It's bigger than your dreams and your goals and your aspirations. Niggas is out here trying to get paid off your head top. That's why a lot of niggas end up in these 360 deals, don't realize they don't own none of their music. The record label owes all of your masters. And you're a slave till the moon comes up and the moon comes up, goes down, and the sun comes up in the morning, goddammit. It's around a circle all year round, goddammit.
Rough House signs Chris Cross. Chris Cross is not signed to Jermaine Dupri's production company or Jermaine Dupri's record company, because Jermaine Dupri don't have no record company. Jermaine Dupri is a nobody. So it's no So Def, and they're not signed to So Def Productions. I get these guys a record deal with Rough House Records, and you know how much money I got from that record deal? Nothing. So Chris Cross got paid before I even saw a dime for anybody out there.
That's fair. You brought them to the deal, they got the deal. But knowing in the background, when you get this deal, I'm going to produce and write your music. I'm taking the bigger share of your pie. It's still a hustle. I mean, he trying to make it seem like, oh, hey, I didn't get nothing out of it. You know what I mean? No, he's trying to save your ass, man. And I don't even think he should be doing that. What he should be saying, I got the deal, they got their pay, but guess what? I'm the producer, I'm the writer, I got to get compensated for my work. That's it. Ain't no long conversation.
Asking how much money did they make? They got paid in advance as artists, whatever their artist deal was. I don't even know what their deal was. I wasn't part of it. They got an artist deal. They got signed to a record company. They got paid. This was prior to me making any money off these guys. We go in the studio, we start writing, we do what we do. I make Jump, send Jump to Rough House, boom, everybody go crazy, put the song out. The song goes, I think, gold in a week. It was platinum the second week. It was double platinum in the third week or some shit like that. Chris Cross started doing shows everywhere. Doing shows everywhere. They blowing up, the box is going crazy. Chris Cross, they start selling merchandise. And Chris Cross started making $1 million to damn near $2 million a week in just merchandise. You know how much money I got from that? Nothing. I still ain't got paid. Mind you, just listen, I still ain't got paid. The record's out, it's doing good. I'm feeling good because I know I got a hit. You know what I mean? The record's #1, but I ain't got no money like that. I'm not making that type of money. They doing shows. They're doing shows every day, every whatever. I'm not making I ain't getting no show money. They get bigger. They keep getting bigger, blah, blah, blah. You get more shows. They go on tour. They making more money, merchandise. They doing all kind of things. I'm not making nothing from any of that. So y'all, for the people out there that was in the back, y'all come to the front. You ask how much money did Criss Cross actually make? I just told you they was making what I got, the little check I got from EMI. They was making that a week in merchandise. Are y'all paying? Are you hearing me? Y'all telling me that I took advantage of them because somebody came and gave me a $1 million check. $1 million. But I finessed them.
No, I don't believe you only got $1 million off of Criss Cross, bro. No. It's somewhere along the line that don't make no fucking sense. No, they had. I mean, Jump was obviously the biggest record. Then there was I Missed the Bus. You know what I'm saying? But that album was big, but you produced the whole shit and wrote it all. So when this album going triple, quadruple, whatever platinum is doing, don't act like you're not getting paid. You're getting paid. All right, you don't get paid off the fucking merchandise. You don't get paid off the shows. Cool, it's not your money. Album money. Listen, that nigga probably to this day is getting royalty checks when them songs play. I can guarantee it, bro. I can guarantee that nigga still getting money off them niggas head top. You know what I mean? Nigga, come on, man. Now, I don't know the whole business of the situation. I don't think he did anything wrong in that sense. I mean, I produced it, I wrote it. You guys didn't have no talent. You understand what I'm saying? You just looked the part. I put you on. But don't deny the fact that you got paid more than $1 million, partner. Come on, man. Come on, man.
And I did everything. And I did all of this shit with 2 niggas, little niggas, that told me they didn't do nothing. And they became millionaires before their 15th and 16th birthday. But I finessed them.
The little.
Either way you put it, he still did good for them niggas, bro. Saw them niggas in the mall chilling, put the niggas on, made them millionaires before a certain age. You can't act like he didn't do them well. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? He did them well. Where their careers ended up, unfortunately, I mean, they couldn't grow with the times. You know, sometimes it's not good to be so young because then we only remember you from when you're young, and then when you become that teenager and you become the young adult, it's like we still want the kids back, but they gotta grow up. You know what I'm saying? It's 2 sides to the coin. I still think them little homies got paid. You know what I'm saying? And hey, you wrote the shit, you produced the shit, you just didn't perform it. You are going to get the lion's den of the shit. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Wow, we gotta wow. We're moving on with the next segment. A very touchy segment, man. I'm gonna let it play, and we're gonna converse as it plays. But thank God the child is still alive now.
Boy was viciously attacked by a couple of pit bulls. His injury so severe, both the child's arms had to be amputated. Tonight, the boy is back home and his family is opening up about how their lives have changed. 6-year-old Romel Frazier Jr. says he just wants everyone to know he's okay.
Yeah, you know, I first told you about Romel Jr. about 2 months ago after he was mauled by 2 pit bulls that were known to his family. The child's loved ones have been keeping me updated.
2 pit bulls that were known to the family? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That I would never, ever, ever have a dog that's bigger than me in my house. Fuck that. Around my children. Fuck that. Y'all dog owners are good. Because the day that dog decide to say roof, roof, and turn on a motherfucker, yo, this is what can happen.
For weeks now, and today I got a chance to visit with Romel Jr. and his mom. Take a look. How you feeling right now, Romel?
Good.
You know, a lot of people have been asking about you. You might not tell from the little smile on his face, but it's been a rough 2 months for 6-year-old Romel Frazier Jr. The boy was...
Goddamn, AT, a couple of pit bulls right. Not one, but two, a couple. Why y'all got these pit bulls in the house like that or around? Why? Why are these pit bulls around? Known to the family. So I don't know if they're family dogs or they relatives' dogs, but they known to the family. They're supposed to be safe. I don't trust no goddamn pit bull. Thank God he's alive. Absolutely right. Thank God the child is alive. I think we believe in Romel. Thank God he's alive.
Attacked by a couple of pit bulls back in March.
I thought it was over, you know, but my baby, he stayed in there.
Romel's mother, Prashana Jones, has been by his side the entire time, watching her son endure multiple surgeries. Both the child's arms had to be amputated. The dogs ate his right calf and chewed part of his left foot. The family shared this video of Romel learning to walk again at the hospital.
Take your time. Don't go too fast.
Now I just have to feed him. He was just able to do all of that on his own, you know, get himself dressed. I have to do all of that for him. Like, I have to be his hands and arms.
What happened to this little boy has forever changed his life and his family's routine. Jones calls her son's determination and recovery inspiring.
It's like my baby went through something so tragic, and he just still happy.
You can't hit him. No.
You want to hit me? Romel Jr. was released from the hospital this week. It's a relief to Jones, who says she's been focusing on the positive despite being laid off recently. There are mounting medical bills. Even with insurance, out-of-pocket expenses are high.
Everything was okay in the blink of an eye. Everything is just different now.
The child requires ongoing procedures, and he'll soon need prosthetics to help with day-to-day activities. Jones admits it's overwhelming, and she tries shielding that stress from her son. Well, I can definitely see you love your little boy, and he loves you too.
But I eat, sleep, breathe my babies. They all I got, and I'm all they got.
And Romel Jr. has a lot of energy despite it all. Somebody told me that you have a favorite rapper. Who's that?
Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar? The 6-year-old even asked to send a special message, hoping it'll get to his favorite rapper, Kendrick Lamar.
You can't cut to my birthday.
Romel Jr. says he'll turn 7 July 31st.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And Ms. Jones told me Romel Jr. has a long road to recovery and is still trying to navigate all of this. Supporters have set up a GoFundMe to help the family, and you can find that link under this story on clickondetroit.com.
I pray that, what we say? True definition of a young warrior. Oh, 100%. True definition of a young warrior. Let me make sure my monitor is good. What's going on? True definition, man. He didn't give up. He stayed in the battle. He seems like he's still happy. He's still living life, man. Life goes on. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunate set of circumstances, though. And I pray Kendrick's team somehow finds this and sees this and pulls up to his birthday party, man. You know what I'm saying? Show the young player a little bit of love, man. God, to get mauled like that, amputated and lost both your arms now, still in high spirits, bro. At such a young age, man. Salute to the player partner, man. I'm glad that he's still alive, and salute to the mom and the family. It's a tough one, man. I ain't gonna lie, it's a tough one. But he's walking, he's looking comfortable, he's looking good. You know, one day at a time, hopefully he gets these prosthetic hands. And the GoFundMe, blow up the GoFundMe. Yeah, I mean, they be blowing up other people's GoFundMe for no good apparent reason. So let's hope that their GoFundMe gets the family the help that they need. Their lives have changed forever. Compensation is due for the rest of his life. I would say so. I would definitely say so. But now who's the owner of the pit bulls, goddamn it? That's what I ask, man. Compensation should be due for the rest of his child's life. It'll be a sad thing if it's one of your family members. God damn. Now, moving on with another traumatic situation here. I ain't gonna say too much. I'm gonna let the situation play, man.
Morning, the stunning end to a police chase in Arkansas. Troopers say they were trying to pull over a car going 80 miles an hour in a 55 zone. The trooper nudging the back of the car, the driver flipping over. Moments later, with the trooper's gun pointed at the car, this happens.
Get out of the car with your hands up! Put your hands up! Got a toddler walking out of the back.
The trooper picking up and comforting the 3-year-old before taking his mom into custody.
That was the stupidest.
Come on, Mom, what are you doing? She is. A 3-year-old popped out, a toddler popped out in the back of that car. Upside down, the car flipped over like that. Why are you running from the police with a toddler in the car? So which means to tell me, I don't think that toddler could have been in the, how could he have been, or she, been in the in the car seat? And unless, the little nigga knows how to unbuckle himself out the car seat quick, fast. Jesus Christ. I don't understand some folk. Wait, she had kids in the car? Absolutely, goddamn. You can't make this stuff up, man.
Thing I've ever seen. Could have killed your own child.
In Wisconsin, deputies in Fond du Lac County releasing this video of a car going airborne during a high-speed chase. They say the driver with a felony warrant had fled a traffic stop. Police chases have been under scrutiny in recent years for the danger they can pose to both suspects and bystanders. The San Francisco Chronicle reported between 2017 and 2022, more than 3,300 people in the U.S. were killed during police pursuits. More than 550 of them were bystanders.
Now, come on now. Sometimes you gotta let the goddamn people go. Catch them later. You already got the goddamn license plate? Sometimes, man, you gotta let them go and get their ass later. 555 bystanders is too much. That means I'm in the wrong place at the wrong time because of some knucklehead, and I'm gonna lose my life. What we say, them babies are traumatized for life. 1,000%. I'm them little babies. I'm never gonna go in the car with my mother again. For the rest of my life. Never. I ain't gonna trust you behind no wheel. 555 bystanders, man. That's and that was since it ends off in 2022. We in 2026. I can only imagine what another 4 more years of high-speed chasing data will tell us.
And investigators found most chases stemmed from traffic violations and other nonviolent crimes. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Stabbed.
Hold on. By traffic violations? And man, if this is a traffic violation, I take your plate. I catch you later, man. Once I got the plate, I know where you live. I know where you stay. If it's a fucked up plate, we gonna figure out where whoever plate belongs to, where the plate got stolen from. We backtrack it and figure it out. High-speed chases sometimes. I mean, they're exciting to watch. I ain't gonna lie. They're exciting to watch. But they're very, very, very dangerous. Now, you see this brother here, there was a manhunt. When I first put it on my timeline, I was going to put it in the show. By the time I put it in, they found the nigga. So we're going to get into what happened in Atlanta. Let's get down to it.
Woman to death on the Beltline. They say 21-year-old Jahmare Brown fatally attacked 23-year-old Alyssa Page. This happened around this time yesterday in broad daylight. So Fox 5's Angelique Proctor joins us now from the Fulton County Jail with the very latest. Angelique, this has really shaken up the entire Metro Atlanta community.
100% AT. Take the plates and the car info, let them go, catch you later. Is that simple? Why are we doing all this high-speed chasing, zigzagging through the streets and shit? Pit maneuvers on when civilians are around and regular folk around for what? You're asking for problems, goddammit. You're asking for something to go wrong.
Good afternoon to you, Alex. A lot of people were very troubled by this, but the good news is that they were able to get this suspect into custody so quickly, primarily because of two things: surveillance cameras on the Beltline and two Atlanta police officers who were extremely observant and were able to take him into custody. Take a look now. We want you to see the mugshot of Jahmare Brown. There it is there. He is the 21-year-old suspect in this case. Now, Brown was arrested yesterday by two Atlanta police officers who spotted his bike on Peachtree Street and quickly made the arrest. This morning, just about an hour ago, Brown waived his first court appearance here at the Fulton County Jail. He is charged with murder, aggravated assault, aggravated battery, possession of a knife during the commission of a felony in connection with the fatal stabbing of 23-year-old Alyssa Page on the Beltline, and that happened near Flagler Avenue. Clearly, this quick arrest, though, is a sense of relief for the city, the police department, and the mayor, who spoke to reporters last night following the arrest.
This happened during the daytime, and this is an individual that probably was just going about a normal activity on the Beltline that most people do. And to have this happen, we know that gives people a little bit of concern, or a lot of concern, but just know that we have APD on the bike patrols that are on the Beltline. We have camera networks, which actually help us to be able to do this investigation, to get the bolos out, to get the information out.
Those photographs were given to all officers of the Atlanta Police Department. Officer Alex and his field trainee, Officer Taylor, were passing down Peachtree Street. You can see the bicycle behind us. They saw the bicycle, recognized it, and then closely examined the rider and saw that there was a person they were seeking for the homicide.
So, this is a random act of violence? Yo, nigga, if you listen, I understand when you attack somebody. If you're using a knife, it's personal. I don't want to be dramatic. You know what I'm saying? But a knife is personal. A firearm, you can from a distance. You know what I'm saying? But a knife, well, you got to be psychotic. If you don't even know the person, yo, lock him up and throw away the key, goddamn man. And lock him up, throw away the key. No possibility of parole.
They moved in quickly. They took him into custody without incident.
Again, very quick work. Atlanta police also say that Brown attacked a postal employee with a rock and stabbed a second person. Both of those people are expected to recover. That is the very latest from the Fulton County Jail. Angelique Proctor, Fox 5 News.
Yeah, we often call the Beltline Atlanta's beach. It's where everyone goes to hang out and everyone wants to be safe. Angelique, thank you.
Now we want to get to some.
Lady, you're absolutely right. So the lady wasn't known to the psycho. No. Not at all. Why? This goes to show there's some crazy people out here. Crazy people. Right? You're right. That's usually personal and known to the assailant. But this was random. Can you imagine? The assailant doesn't even, and then you went and stabbed somebody else, attacked a postal worker. He's a psychopath. Screw somewhere is loose. He ain't thinking about correctly, not a top. So, at the end of the day, it is what it is. You got to go down with the crime now. Send him to jail. Don't give him a chance to come back. But maybe there's something wrong with him, and we should mentally check what's going on with him. Because after I find these situations, it could be a lot of fact they got mental issues. Still doesn't make it okay, though. We're going to the Bronx. All right, it got some bullshit that goes on. Listen, when bystanders get hit, it's never a good thing.
News here. You saw the video we just showed you. Innocent victims caught in the crossfire of senseless shootings.
Yeah, this time the victim is a 5-year-old girl shot while holding her mother's hand in the Bronx. This morning, her shooters are still on the run. Eyewitness News reporter Phil Tate joins us live in the Longwood section. Phil, we just got a look at those surveillance pictures. You see these young men shooting pretty much aimlessly and recklessly. It's so frightening to see. What can you tell us?
Yeah, Charlene, Pedro, good morning. Well, investigators, they had been combing through video, working around the clock. Those cameras just overhead outside of this bodega where the shooting incident happened, where bullets flew. One of them grazed the right ear of a 5-year-old girl. Just into our newsroom just moments ago, the NYPD releasing this video of the 3 people believed to be part of one of the groups that were shooting at each other. In this video, you can see them pointing their weapons. They have them in hand.
A bunch of little kids, man, with weapons they shouldn't have, and a 5-year-old little girl holding her mother's hand gets popped. You niggas is reckless. I hope they find these kids. These kids nowadays have no home training. Where is your parents? What kind of society do we live in? That's why they say black folks is fucked up. That's why they look at our culture, look at us like we fucked up. When these kids do shit like that, they look at it like we all fucked up. We got to do better, man. You know what I mean? We got to do better, man. Like these kids now, come on, man. Like what? How? A 5-year-old?
As they rush down the street, you can tell that this video has been slowed down. All of them appear to be wearing black jackets. Now, cops hope to find these people as it was a dangerous scene as shots rang out just before 6 on Southern Boulevard yesterday evening. We're told there were 2 groups again shooting at each other, and the 5-year-old who was with her mom at the time was not the intended target. Cops say as the little girl held her mother's hand after being struck, multiple suspects continued to fire away. A business was left to pick up the pieces this morning, shattering the glass of the bodega door, and the sounds of the shots fired echo in the minds of neighbors.
I said somebody they move like this, 3 people they move like that. That's what I said. I hear 5 times the shot, you know, right? Yeah, everybody they scared. No. Everybody, I don't wanna die, you know.
I think NYPD, especially area we got record, we got problem all the time. The spot to put more cops, you know.
As for that 5-year-old girl, she is recovering at Harlem Hospital, listed in stable condition. Again, those suspects are still on the run. 3 of those people, we just saw that video which played on your screen. Cops are asking for the public's help. If you recognize any of those folks, you are urged to give them a call. Right away, we are live in the Longwood section of the Bronx this morning. I'm Phil Tate, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
I was waiting for L. I'm beeping him.
What is the world coming to, man? Young kids with weapons, firearms, don't have the responsibility, the understanding of what they are doing is very dangerous, and they're randomly reckless. Innocent bystanders getting hit. 5-year-old with her mom gets hit. Y'all still shooting shots. I hope they find these kids and get them off the streets, man. Lock them up so they can understand what they're doing is wrong. But they won't. These kids, I don't know, bro. Yeah, these people are cool, are of color. Yeah, as people of color, we sure need to do better as parents when it comes to raising these young black children. 100%. We got to do better. Because who are your parents to allow this to be happening? You got guns. Every one of those kids was strapped. All black, ski masks. This is their lifestyle. Where is your parents, man? That's all I got to say, man. All them kids look like they younger than 18, younger than 18. I could be wrong, but they all look like their kids should be in high school right now. Completely left. Brings us to the end, the last segment of the day. Fleetwood Stories, Big L. One of the biggest rappers that could have been from New York. Untimely demise. We're going to break down the last 24 hours, what happened, what didn't happen, and what transpired. Let's get down. Let's get down to the smoke.
Got beepers packed in. Yeah. I'm calling him. I'm leaving voicemails. He's not getting back to me. And reason being was I had another idea to do a record with him.
The streets don't love you back. The streets don't love you. Hold on. Remember the show? Scared, yep. Scared Straight, they need that. But for real, not scripted, 100%. And I didn't even know that show was scripted. I thought it was real. Burst my bubble. Oh shit! No, they just send these kids to prison so they can see what it'd be like early, so then they know, hey man, this ain't the life for you. You know what I'm talking about?
One evening in 1999, Lamont Coleman, better known by his stage name, Big L, was standing outside of his home in Harlem, unaware of the danger that he was in. For moments later, he would be brutally gunned down and assassinated on the spot by his childhood friend. It was a cold evening in Harlem on February 15th, 1999, and Big L was standing on the street outside of his home on 45th West 139th Street in his native Harlem. That night, he was supposed to meet with DITC rapper Omar Jarrell Criddle, better known by his stage name, OC.
And the reason I say that is, you know, for people who didn't hear the song, I was waiting for L and D&D that night. And I think B.I.'s show was going out of town or something like that. And if I'm not mistaken, he was on the GW bridge. And I was waiting for L. I'm beeping him. We got beepers packed in.
Yeah.
I'm calling him. I'm leaving voicemails. He's not getting back to me. And
at that time, Big L was about to enter the peak of his career. He had just founded his own record label, thanks to which he had caught the attention of Jay-Z and Damon Dash, who wanted to sign him and his crew to their independent record label, Rockefeller. Had the deal gone through,
it will always be your friends and family. That is 100%. It'll be the closest niggas to you that be hating on your shit. People at a distance, the strangers, they show nothing but love because they see you for who you are. Your friends, your family, low-key be hating, envious. And envy, that's a nigga that's close to you. That's worse than the hater. A hater, you see that nigga, you know he over there, you know what he is. Friends and family, they low-key envious, and them the motherfuckers you gotta watch out for. You know what I'm saying? That's why they always say keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Sometimes your enemies end up being more loyal than your friends and family. That's 100%, man. Sometimes your enemy is more your family than your own family and friends, goddammit. But your friends and family will be envious and really will sit there and try to do you in. It's fucked up, man.
it would have skyrocketed L's career to new heights. But sadly, his career was viciously cut short. On that fateful evening in February 1999, at around 8:30 p.m., as L stood outside his home, a car suddenly pulled up to him and a man opened fire on the legendary rapper. The vicious drive-by ended in disaster, and Big L was shot 9 times in the face and chest, ending his life instantly. As police were called to the scene, OC continued trying to get a hold of Big L. Unaware of the tragic fate that had just befallen him, OC was excited about a new collaboration idea he wanted to share with L. But when his phone went straight to voicemail multiple times, OC hung up and drove home. As soon as he arrived at his house, he saw his wife crying, and it was she who told him about the tragic incident that had taken the life of his best friend. OC was devastated.
9 times? Yo, bro, that's personal, man. That's beyond, like, you want to make sure there was no coming back, man. Just chop down a man's career for no reason, man. The streets ain't loyal, man. The streets ain't loyal at all.
As was the rest of the hip-hop community in Harlem.
Yeah. I'm calling him, I'm leaving voicemails, he's not getting back to me. And reason being was I had another idea to do a record with him. And fast forward, I get home, and my lady was like, yo, I came in the house and she was teary-eyed, she wasn't boo-hooing. When I got closer to her, that wasn't that vibe. And automatically I was like, who's dead? And she was like, L. So the first thing that came to mind was finesse. Both L's.
Yeah.
I was like, Ness? And she was like, nah. L. Big L, Soldier's Call.
It was a well-known fact that Big L was about to hit massive mainstream success. His first album, Lifestyles of the Poor and Dangerous, which was released in 1995 by his record label Columbia Records, has solidified him as one of the most lyrically talented rappers in the country. Nicknamed Harlem's Finest by other members of the rap scene, Big L was known across the nation for his phenomenal freestyling ability and his dark lyrics, which helped bring more attention to horrorcore rap, a previously underrepresented genre in the hip-hop industry. Big L was a valuable member of the hip-hop community in Harlem, but the fact that his career was about to take off when he was assassinated made the incident more difficult to process for his friends, family, fans, and fellow rappers. Following the tragic incident, dozens of rappers gathered together in Harlem for his funeral to pay their respects to the legendary Big L. Rappers like Fat Joe, Cameron, and Jay-Z expressed their condolences, mentioning that they had rarely met a rapper who could rhyme and freestyle with the natural ability of Big L. In fact, it was well known in the hip-hop community that one of L's claim to fame was that he had been able to match Jay-Z's lyrical ability in 2 different freestyle battles, which put a huge amount of respect on L's name. On one particular day in February 1995, Jay-Z and Big L had an epic freestyle battle on the Stretch and Bobbito radio show, during which the two allegedly went back and forth for an hour straight, displaying their lyrical ability and impressing everyone in the room with their epic flow. In the end, most people concluded that the battle had ended in a draw, although Big L disagreed and later claimed that he won. One thing was for sure, Big L had demonstrated that he had the talent to build an incredibly successful career in hip-hop. From that point on, Big L became known in Harlem as one of the only rappers who could match Jay-Z. Soon after his passing, a memorial was made for him on 139th Street and Lenox, very close to where he was assassinated. Shortly after that, he was buried at George Washington Memorial Park in New Jersey. After the passing of Big L shook up Harlem and the rap scene at large, the NYPD launched an investigation to find L's assailant and bring him to justice. At the start of the investigation, an NYPD spokesperson said that the shooting could have been a retaliation hit. One of the theories that the police were investigating was that Big Lee, Big L's brother, had allegedly been involved in an altercation with Gerald Woodley, one of Big L's childhood friends. According to sources familiar with the incident, because Lee had been in prison at the time, Woodley had decided to target his younger brother, Big L, instead. Woodley and L had been close since they were young and lived only a few blocks away from each other in Harlem. It was hard to believe that someone who had been on Big L's debut album cover would assassinate him in cold blood and in such a gruesome manner. But Woodley had a—
That's fucked up, man. You got a problem with Big Bro? Leave Little Bro out of it. You was on the album cover, his first album cover. Y'all was partners. Yo, there's no loyalty in this game at all. Like, what is that? I am very surprised that the fact that, yo, a nigga that close would do something to you when it had nothing to even do with you. All right, Big Bro's in jail. Send the kite, let them niggas get at him in jail. I'm not saying, I'm not promoting violence, but leave L the fuck out of it. So because of his brother's issues, you capped out the younger one? Come on, man. L had a promising career ahead of him.
history of vicious crime and an apparent motive for the shooting. During the 90s, Woodley was accused of 3 separate hits, including the assassination of Big L, for which he was arrested about 3 months after the incident. Around the time of his arrest, police also received information regarding a slightly different motive for the shooting. Allegedly, Big L had put a price on Woodley's head and ordered members of a gang he was affiliated with to rob him and end his life. Although the hit was not carried out successfully, Woodley still found out about the plan and decided to take revenge. Even though police were fully convinced that Woodley was responsible for the hit on Big L, this was never officially confirmed, and the NYPD eventually released him due to a lack of evidence. As fate would have it, Woodley himself would be slayed 17 years later in 2016. In a shocking turn of events, he was shot in the back of the head as he was standing outside of his own home in Harlem, less than 250 yards away from the location where he had allegedly taken Big L's life in 1999. Details of the crime were...
See, God don't sleep. Justice has to be served one way or another. They didn't have enough to hold you. They let you go. Only for you to die 17 years later, a couple yards away from where, you allegedly took out the partner. There's no way around it. The guys don't sleep, man. Always say, 100, you have beef with one person, let it be with that one person. The family had nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? At all. He did that because he was jealous. He was jealous from a long time, man. You got to be careful about the people around you. 1,000%. Because the envious and the jealous, they'll be right beside you and don't say nothing. At least a hater, you know he's a hater. At least your enemy, you know he's an enemy. But when it's your family, they're going to be envious and you won't even know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? It's like the mob leader's taking out the ops family, but you're not a mob leader. Facts. You know what I'm saying? And at least the mob leaders has morals. Even the mob has morals on how they move. Niggas don't get whacked for no reason. You know what I'm saying? If they take you out, they take care of the surviving family members. There's rules in place. If you get whacked, and you have to get whacked, we're going to look out after the family. We're going to make sure they're all right. Because you have to get whacked. These niggas living a lifestyle of just no moral street code, reckless abandonment, and took out a young brother for no reason, man.
Not made public, but
shit,
several sources claim that Gerald Woodley had amassed many enemies during his life due to his recklessness, vicious lifestyle, and that the hit was bound to take place at some point. Cameron, another rapper from Harlem, attended Woodley's 2016 funeral. At the time of the hit, he tweeted, "All born on 139th, all passed away on 139th. Shaking my head, damn, R.I.P." The poignant tweet was of course posted in reference to the hit of Big L. In a video uploaded by Cameron to his Instagram, he sang the lyrics, "Grew up with Big L," and the dude who supposedly slayed him. A week before that, though, Big L had tried to slay him. What was he to do? Please don't get in your feelings. When the time is right, I will tell you about these villains. Now everybody's gone, so it ain't about squealing. Although these lyrics were by no means definitive proof that Big L had indeed put out a hit on his friend Gerald Woodley a week before his passing, it was enlightening for police to know that a source so close to the matter seemed to think so. After all, Cameron had been a close friend with both Big L and Woodley during their lifetimes, and he was viewed by many as a credible source. As it would later turn out, Cameron wasn't the only source that would confirm this theory. In a book that was later released by Woodley's cousin, it was confirmed that Big L had arranged for Woodley to be robbed and assassinated a week before L lost his life outside his home in Harlem. Even though Big L's career was tragically cut short, just as he was about to reach massive mainstream success, he still managed to influence a whole generation of rappers after him. To this day,
now that's where I cut it. I'm gonna let the last minute and a half run. Y'all, tomorrow when the video comes out, we gonna add some extra edits in there. You know what I'm saying? Accusations, speculations. If L really did try to put a hit on the partner, what was the partner supposed to do? I can see that part of the game. The other speculation, if it was Big Bro that had something to do with the problem, and you have a problem with the Big Bro, leave the little bro out of it. That's all I got to say. None of us was not there, but, you know what I mean? It's bringing us back to a time in hip-hop history, you know what I'm saying? And salute to everybody that was around in the time, because you know what? At the end of the day, these are legendary tales in the rap game. RIP to Big L. You know what I mean? We lost a good one. You know what I'm talking about? Leave y'all comments in the comment section. You know what I'm talking about? And this time of the show where I show love to everybody that popped up. Lady T, salute to you this morning. And shout out to everybody out there in Ontario, Canada. And everybody else that was watching, y'all know it's an open chat for us to blow it up and have a good time. You know what I'm talking about? I'll be back at you tomorrow morning, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Roll call. And as always, play on, player. Play on.